One of the things you'll find in the course, in the module section, is actually an explanation of grading rubrics, amongst other things that we've talked about as part of the course orientation and information. If you get to the grading rubric section, you will see that there are basically there's a discussion board grading rubric, a milestone grading rubric, an online presentation grading rubric, a final paper grading rubric, and a final grade rubric. I want to make it very clear how grading is taking place for each of these things. What we'll have here is an explanation here of the discussion board grading rubric. If we open this up, this discussion board grading rubric, you will see that there is a, basically an explanation up here. I'll minimize this a little bit to get it all on one screen. And it just states that for the discussion board, each discussion board is worth 50 points, and you can receive a maximum of 12.5 points for each category. The content of your posting, the level of participation, the critical thinking involved, and of course your writing style. Basically, again, if you are ideally participating in all of these things, then of course you would get 12.5 points times 4 categories, or 50 points for your discussion board, which is the maximum amount of credit you can get. Varying levels of participation as defined in this grading rubric will govern the score up to 50 points. So essentially, I just want you guys to understand is when I do grade discussion boards, I am going to be using this rubric to do so. And this rubric is very similarly structured to rubrics that I'll use for other things, which I'll create separate explanations for. One thing I want to let you know is it's ideal, our weeks, as I've mentioned before, they start on Monday and they end on Sunday. If we can get a posting or so up by Wednesday or so, and then at least it gives other students the ability to come midweek into the discussion board and read postings and then post their own stuff and then start replying to other students' postings. And one of the things I want to make sure you do is also, again, I'm going to ask that you reply to at least 2 other student postings on top of your own in order to get full credit. So the timeliness of this is critical. I mean, I try to at least encourage everybody to have something up by midweek, and then that can just make it easier to have more rich and interactive discussions. I mean, the discussion boards are actually going to, they're timed in the course around other things we're working on to give us the opportunity as a class to share thoughts and ideas that we might be able to incorporate into our group projects, our milestones. And I know it's a group project, but the discussion boards are designed to just get us thinking about certain things. And I'll throw my thoughts in, and I want everyone else to throw their thoughts in as well. And it's my hopes that maybe, the groups can all read through these discussion board postings and incorporate some of these suggestions into the papers that you're writing. So that is pretty much how this, again, is structured. We're really just looking at your content, the participation, the critical thinking, and of course the writing style. Basically, again, as you put your own posting up and respond to at least 2 other student postings, you'll get point values for content, participation, critical thinking, and your writing style. So I hope this makes sense.